Here in Paris, the NGO Serve the City has been helping refugees and feeding the homeless for more than 5 years. And this week, Serve the City is holding a series of special events to promote its volunteer work and help even more people in need. So to talk a bit more about this Serve the City Volunteer Week with me today, I'm joined on the set by the Executive Director of ServeTheCityParis, Tom Wilscam. Hi, Tom.
Hi,
Thanks
Jeannie.
for coming on the show.
Thanks for having us.
So first of all, tell me a bit more about Serve the City. What is it exactly?
Serve the City, as you said, started 5 years ago. It was originally created with the American Church in Paris. And then about 3 years ago, we broke off and became a nonprofit association. And we had 5 volunteers at that point. And now we have over 900 that signed up. We have 20,000 followers on Facebook, and mainly expats, just because it's an English-speaking NGO. So a lot of the activities we do are in English. A lot of the refugees speak English, for example, and even some of the homeless. So we tend to connect there, and so a lot of the volunteers that join are actually English-speaking, very multicultural.
Well, tell us a bit more about them. 900 is a lot of volunteers. Where did most of them come from? Are they students?
There's a good mix of students. There's retired people. There's professionals. There's freelance. We have a lot of parents that bring their kids. We do 3 things mainly. We deliver food in the morning, so 5 days a week we're in the streets delivering food. We have a partnership with Pret a Manger, who donates their food, and then we also make sandwiches and deliver sandwiches to the homeless and the refugees. And then we also offer a program called Théo, which is Trouver le travail, intégré avec la culture française, rester optimistique, and it's to help refugees find work, integrate with the French culture, and also remain very optimistic, because it tends to be a very difficult time for them when they're getting rejection, trying to get into the country. So we help them with various exercises to remain optimistic. And then we do language courses too. So we've done some English courses and also starting a program to teach them French. We have a book club. We have a program that we're starting with universities to certify students, so students can actually get credit for doing community service and with their university, and then Serve the City provides a certification program. So all these are various things that we're doing for the City of Paris.
So this week in particular is Serve the City Volunteer Week. Tell us a bit more specifically about this.
So Serve the City Volunteer Week is actually an appreciation for our own volunteers, but it's also to do great things for our great city in Paris. So this is only offered once a year. It entails both activities that are benevolent and as well as activities that are fun, and such as a pub quiz or a dance class. Our organization is very much for the volunteers as much as it is for the homeless. It's amazing when we go out and deliver sandwiches. Just handing a sandwich to a homeless person, it just lifts their spirits. And then they do nice things all day or maybe all week, and it has that kind of an impact. And we try to meet them by their first name or greet them by their first name. We try to, give them a pat on the back or shake their hand and just have that connection there. So it's actually both good for the volunteers as well as for the for the refugees or for the homeless people. How
bad is the situation in Paris today for refugees and the homeless?
It tends to be getting worse. It is cyclical every month. We don't have the statistics yet for 2019, but in 2018 there were 140,000 refugees, asylum seekers that applied for their carte de séjour or carte de résidence in France, and about 30% of those actually get in, and the majority of those are actually Afghanistan. Not a large majority. It's broken pretty even, but a lot of English-speaking or second language is English refugees that actually just need someone to connect to, and so this is our goal is to do that. And you have about, I would say, 60% of those that are men, another 30% are women, and then between 20 and 30% are kids. And they're really from all over, and if they're not speaking French, sometimes they have to learn how to really present themselves to the OFFI, the organization that provides them with their carte de résident, and so we help them do that through the training them on interviews, and all that is going to happen this week as well. So the Volunteer Week will be food preparation, training, soup kitchen. We've got a dance class. We're doing a flash mob for those that participate in the dance class on a picnic and a football tournament for refugees on Saturday. We have a concert on Friday night. We have an integration workshop that'll be designed for best practices and how to integrate with both the French culture as well as just in a big city. And we have a panel discussion actually on Wednesday night that'll be focused on technology and how technology can have an impact with social action.
And full disclosure, a panel discussion that I will be moderating. So thanks for that invitation. It's such great work, Tom. If people who are watching want to help volunteer, just very briefly, what can they do? Where can they go?
Well, there's a number of different ways. They can go to our website, ServeTheCityParis. There are some opportunities to volunteer there. If you haven't used Meetup before, Meetup is a way that you can sign up for participating in our food distribution, which we do 5 days a week. If you're a corporate organization, we certainly take donations. We also do workshops for a lot of corporate employees who actually come to us and they want to deliver sandwiches. It tends to be a big trend right now with corporations that they're interested in doing community service and have their employees participate in some kind of philanthropic activity. So they come to us, we make sandwiches, we deliver the sandwiches, and then we have each of the employees even write a little note after the sandwich delivery, just saying, welcome to France, or hang in there, or we have faith in you. And
it's such a great initiative. Tom, thank you so much for coming in to talk to you about it. Tom Wilscam, the Executive Director for Serve the City Paris. That wraps it up for this hour. For me, do stay with us here on France 24. Annette Young is coming up, and also at 15 past, you'll get a look at a record-breaking year for fan favorite French music festival, Solidays. Stay with us.